Hello everybody. As you may have seen, or you may not have seen, I got a bit of an extension. And today, what I want to do is I want to talk about plans. So let's get started. Alright, so to make it a little easier for you guys, I drew a bit of a diagram of the city and the different parts I want to have in it. So let's kind of just go down the line from there up. So starting in the end, as you know, I have the beach right here now. So I want to take the beach, slide it down, and make it bigger. So I want to have it almost on the end like it was, and just bigger. Because now I want to do everything along here grander. So I want the beach coming back probably to about here. I want to have more water, more shops, more docks. Include this, include the lighthouse, include my hill, a big boardwalk, entrance, very grand. I'm very excited for this. I want to have, I've never really, or at least since I've had YouTube, had a completed beach. If you've seen my Instagram, you know I had a completed beach, and then I kind of destroyed it. So as far as this ocean and beach, I want to make it bigger. I want to have more shops, more people, more attractions, a lot of people on the beach. I want to have docks and boats. I want it to be really exciting. I want it to be kind of a marina slash beach area with a lot of touristy area. So that's the first part I'm looking forward to. Then, secondly, coming back over to the graph, this is N. So N is the neighborhood. So don't even think about the farm right now. Imagine it's gone. So if you think that it's gonna come out, the beach is gonna come out about to this line, I want to have the neighborhood from here over to about where a little before this line break. So it's gonna be a bigger space for the neighborhood. More houses. Right now I have 6 houses. And I definitely want to get more. I love these little houses. They're the old Crater 3-in-1s. Some of my favorite buildings in the city. I want to have more of them. I want them to have more of yards. I want them to have better roads, so it more looks like a neighborhood than just some roads with some houses. And I want it to feel more intricated. Nope, that's the wrong word. But you know what I'm trying to say. I want it to feel like it's supposed to be part of the beach. Like it really feels blended, and I want it to also include some beachy aspects. So some nicer houses, maybe looking over onto the water, I think would be cool. But that's all for the future. But that's the rough draft of here is a bigger neighborhood, which I'm super excited for. Here, this is an announcement I've been wanting to make for a while. There's an area I've always wanted to do, and that is going to be from here to about here, and that is going to be what I'm calling the low-rise district. So what do I mean by that? I want to have smaller buildings. I want it to be more of small town vibes, which is kind of a transition from this big downtown to a neighborhood. I want it to have the Quickie Mart in there. Even though I love that positioning, I want that in this area. The new Krusty Burger that is coming out from Lego, I want that in here. I want lower buildings. I have a lot of mocks. I have a mock that I've already made that I definitely want to include. So that is the type of area I'm going to be going for. I want it to be low rise. I want it to be smaller buildings. I want to have industrial kind of looks. I want to have gas stations. I want to have ice cream shops, post office, small town vibes. This is an area I'm super excited for. It's going to have a lot of room for custom. You notice a lot of this area is not custom. And a lot of, I want more from here down to be more custom. The beach is pretty much custom besides this building, some of the boats, and then the lighthouse, which I have down there. So I'm very excited for this area because it's going to bring more of a transition. And then this DE, and that is just this, and that is a downtown expansion. I want to have another block running right here. I know it's not going to be huge, but I need room for future modulars because this area, as we'll talk about in a minute, can't be for that. Another thing I want to add over here, which I didn't even include on the diagram, is a canal. I want to have it right here even more of a transition. I really want it to feel like a flow. My biggest thing that I hated about this old city layout was it didn't flow. It didn't go well from a downtown to a neighborhood to a farm to a beach. It just didn't feel right. That's the biggest thing I'm going for. So, with that said, you may be asking, the farm, where's that going to go? This, you look at the diagram, it's going right here. The farm is going to be right here, and I get it. It doesn't look great. It may not look great. And knowing how it looked over there before, I think it looked good. I didn't love it because it was close, but now the farm only comes up to about here. There's room for blending. There's room to make it feel integrated. It's going to be tough because it's a big green hill basically next to skyscrapers, but I think it can be done if it's done right. And that's the biggest thing. And I feel like if it wasn't kind of its own separate almost island, it wouldn't feel right. But because it's a separate island, I think it's gonna feel okay. It felt good over there. The only problem to me was it wasn't very deep. It's almost double, I think, if I'm correct. That one, actually I have no idea. But I think it adds about a base plate and a half of depth because the farm came up to right about here. And I think the farm only comes up to about here, if I'm correct. So that's my plan for this farm. Blending. This from here over is all staying the same. Finish the Central Park. That's a big priority for me. And other than that, that's about it for the plans. So just recapping, beach, neighborhood, what I'm calling the low-rise district, a downtown expansion, current downtown, Central Park area, blending, and the farm. And this is all in the future. And I do want to state, it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of pieces, it's going to take a lot of money. It's not going to be overnight, which I'm completely fine with. I want this to last me a while because looking around the rest of my basement, this is the last spot I can expand. So I don't want to get too tied up in, oh my gosh, I need to complete this, because it's all a process. This current table, I started in 2020. So if you think about that, it is currently 2025 and it took me this long. And sure, it's not double, but it's a good size more. And I think I can do a lot with it. It won't be overnight. I can't stress that enough, but I hope you will join me along for the ride. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked these plans. If you have any ideas, any improvements, any thoughts at all, please let me know, because this plan right now, this draft, is very much under construction. It can change at any point. Nothing's really done, nothing's set in stone. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. We're currently at 115 subscribers, which is insane. So thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.